Hi, I'm Sean. In the last 18 months, I've built a $10 million business, and I'm going to talk you through how I did it. Growing up, I always wanted to have my own business. My parents and everyone that I knew told me that I have to go to university, get an education, and get a real job. So that's what I did. I studied accounting, I became an accountant, and I went and worked for 3 years and really excelled at my job. But I wasn't happy. I always knew inside of me that I need to do something bigger and that's going to impact people and I'm going to really make a difference. So I came up with my own business idea. I wanted to make an app around health and fitness that will help people become healthier. The idea actually came to me from being a bodybuilding.com user, and I saw how people would interact on these forums and help each other become healthier. And the concept was, can I do that on an app and use new features like a camera to take pictures, videos, notifications? Can I use like new things to make even better experience that was already happening on web? Can I do the same thing in a mobile environment? So I decided to leave my job to pursue my business idea. At first, my parents were like, what are you doing? Because you're giving up a full career to pursue something you have nothing about. And I actually didn't know anything about app development, so it was really like me just going for something that I really wanted to do with no experience. Also for me personally, that meant that I'm not going to be earning any money, and I'm just going to have to like somehow learn how to develop apps and make it into success. And it meant like giving up loads of good stuff like a nice apartment, chilling with friends, going on holidays, my car. I had to give up so much, but I had this goal of like building my app. So almost like 5 months into it, it actually became really, really stressful because I ended up realizing that this is not something that's so easy. And I started almost not regretting, but like double thinking, like, what did I do? Like, I should have just stuck with my job. I was making money, everything was good. So it was really, really tough. But I kind of wanted to prove everybody wrong, including my parents, my friends, and I wanted to show them that I was right. I can really make a go of this and make this into a success. So it took me like 18 months by myself in my house, which was like a shared house with like the worst conditions you can imagine. And I had to like focus, do it. And then I ended up launching the app. It was called Nom Nom. And from that point, everything just like went amazing. And I just could not believe that I've actually managed to achieve it. We reached like number 36 in the App Store rankings, had like 5-star reviews all over the world. Thousands of people were sharing content a day using the app. And it was literally the best feeling ever that I managed to accomplish my goal. Then the company started to grow. I hired some interns. I moved out of my shitty house into like a nice apartment, and I got those guys to start helping me. We started to grow our brand. Everything was ongoing as it should have been. Then this is where everything for me personally and my entrepreneur story is like quite different, because things started to take a full negative turn. And I noticed that a lot of our users are not coming back, so our retention was very low. And I started to wonder, like, why is this happening? Like, are we doing something wrong? Is the tech too slow? So I started to work on ways like to save our user base and save the business. We worked from like email newsletters, retargeting ads, sending notifications, me literally calling users up, emailing them. I did everything possible trying to figure out why it's happening. Then at the same time, I started to realize that Instagram is getting popular in health and fitness. And that was the reason why people was like using our app less and using Instagram more, because Instagram pretty much built the same features and started getting popular in the fitness space. For those who don't know, Instagram was actually first popular in the photography space, so it was a bit strange at that point in time that, why are now people using that? So I thought, okay, if I spend maybe more on marketing to grow my brand, I can still take the users back and take more users. So I started pitching for investment. I pitched so many different investors at so many different expos, meetings. I did absolutely everything you can physically imagine. It's like something's about to be taken away from you that you've worked so hard for, and I had to figure out how I'm going to keep it. And the honest truth is, which is like most people would never admit, that it actually didn't work out and the business failed. So I had this crazy process of having this dream, leaving my job, achieving the dream almost of building this company. But when you building a company but then scaling it into like a profitable large business is something else. And essentially that's where the market beat me. You know, Instagram was bought by Facebook and they have so much money that it just was never even possible. So at that point, I had a huge decision to make. Do I do what I was meant to do, is go back to my job, be an accountant, or do I carry on with the business? And at that point, everyone, including my parents, were like, we told you so. So now just go back to your job, do that, and stop like, you know, kidding around yourself, thinking that you're an entrepreneur, you know, you can run your own business. So this is where I really had to dig deep and really think to myself that what am I made out of and what is it that I can do? And I decided to pivot the business into something new. And I noticed that there's something missing on social media, which is the ability for e-commerce, for the ability for someone to sell something. Like you can share, but you can't sell. And this is where I launched my new business called AFLETE. At AFLETE, we help influencers build their own brands. That's the focus of the business. We do everything from coming up with the concept, the website, the design, the editing, the product manufacturing, fulfillment, customer service. We do it all to launch an influencer's own personal brand. And it's been absolutely amazing with the results we've been able to achieve. Since October 2016, we've had 2.5 million people come to our platform. We've done millions of dollars in sales, and we have thousands of people buying every single day that are happy customers and they love the service that we provide. And this year, we have huge goals. My goal is to hit 10 million sales. I want to grow the team internationally, and I want to become one of the biggest brands in the influencer space. I'm going to be sharing my journey to reach those goals with you guys. I want to give you an insight into what really happens in a company when you're trying to grow it. How do we build amazing projects and release them? How do teams work together? How do we stay focused? How do we make sure customers are happy? But more importantly, I want to be showing you the stuff that I went through when it came to raising money, the things that I found really hard, when the first business wasn't working, and how I stayed focused. How I still knew and just believed that it's gonna work. More of my mindset, more of my methodology, how I think, how I operate. I wanna kind of give you an insight into more of that stuff because I really believe that others out there who are at a stage of either starting the business, thinking of starting a business, or wanna scale the business can learn loads. And that's been my journey. I really hope you enjoyed the video, and if you consider subscribing, that would be cool. This has been my story. I messed it up at the end.
That's good.
I know I need to keep the natural flow. You think you can cut it in?
No.